Link Show. We're testing our ballots.
Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead.
Are you ready, Miguel?
Woo!
Roll the tape. Welcome back, Link Crew. We're here for another week.
Another week and another win.
Hopefully not one as chaotic.
If you do want to see what happened last week, go to the website www.thelinkcrew.com. You can find out what happened last week.
But apparently the challenge this week is going to be interesting.
Interesting.
I'm excited for it. But before we get to that, we're going to hear from Buckle and how Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead.
And before that, we're actually going to read your shout-outs.
Let's read this week's shout-outs. Matthew says, I like the Link Show. Have a funny week. Thanks. P.S. Have a splits challenge. Oh, we'll see how Miguel goes with that one. Ezekiel says, would you rather have $1 million or a million pennies? Definitely $1 million. I would buy so much ice cream. Eliana says, go Cece, she's the best with 1,000 emojis. Thanks, Queen. You're the best. If you want your shout out to be read out on The Link Show, make sure to send it to thelinkcrew.com. I can't wait to hear your shout outs next week, but right now, let's go listen to Buckle's Preach Part 1.
Okay, so today we're continuing our series talking about friendship, and I want to tell you about a time that I was hanging out with my very best friend at school. And so one afternoon on a weekend, I jumped on my bike and I rode over to his house. And so we're hanging out there, we're chatting, we're playing video games, we're eating junk food. Back then we would drink energy drinks and bags of Doritos, even though now my favorite chips are actually Grain Waves. We're not talking about that right now. But all of a sudden my friend turns to me and he says, Buckle, I forgot to tell you there's something I'm working on. I said to him, what do you mean? What are you working on? He said, look, I don't want anyone else to know yet because this is just something I'm working on. I don't know if it's actually going to turn out good or not. So I don't want to tell anyone else, but I want to tell you because you're my friend. I trust you. And so we went out into his room and he showed me this really cool woodworking project that he was working on. And I remember him saying, I don't know if I'm going to do it right. What if I make a mistake? Please don't tell anyone yet, but I trust you. Now, it didn't matter what that thing was that he was making. And to be honest, when I walked in and looked at it, I actually didn't really even know what it was that he was making. And then eventually he told me that he gave up on the project, he threw it away, and it never became anything else. But I remember that moment when he said, I trust you because you're my friend. There's something I want to share with you that I'm not going to share with anyone else, and how special that made me feel and how much he cared about me and about the friendship that we had. You see, over this series, while we're looking at friendship, we've been looking at how we need to be good friends to others and what it means to have other people as a good friend to us. But today I want to look at the fact that Jesus, the Son of God, doesn't just want to be some heavenly God that's off in the distance that we never even know, but instead he actually wants to be our friend. He wants there to be a friendship between him and us as people. And so a little later on, we're actually going to take a look at a story in the Bible where Jesus had an interaction with someone on earth, a man, just a normal, regular man. But we're going to see how much Jesus cared for his friend and what he did for him. And we're also going to learn that Jesus wants to be our friend as well. But we'll talk about that in just a minute.
Oh, we got another game for you today.
We're standing.
We're standing with cups in a hand that says, beat that. Beat what? I don't know.
We'll find out what the that is.
What? Oh, that was good.
Thank you.
Producer, what are we doing?
You will have to take the cup and place it upside down on top of your head.
Oh.
Each round, you will be given an action to do. You will start standing, you will end standing, and you cannot drop the cup the entire time that you do the action. First to complete the action wins. If your cup does drop, you need to go back to standing and start again.
Oh, so you gotta...
We're gonna do multiple steps in an order, quickest to do them with keeping the cup on the head wins.
Yeah, essentially, but it'll be one big step.
I'm not gonna lie, my head doesn't allow this.
All right, the first round, when I say go, is you have to go from standing to kneeling, then back to standing. 3, 2, 1, go. Cece wins first round.
Why?
because she got to standing first.
But was I not standing?
You were standing, but you weren't first. It is whoever comes first wins.
Video referee.
No.
I want to video
no
ref that.
more video
I want to video
referees.
ref that.
Go, next one.
The second one is you go from standing to sitting with your legs crossed on the ground and then back to standing.
Okay, do you want to move over a little bit?
3,
so I've got room?
2, 1. Whoa. No go. Come on now.
Oh, see, you false started. Oh, that's a 1 second
Hey, we
penalty.
haven't started yet.
That's a 1 second penalty,
Where's my
right?
cup?
2, 1, go. Miguel wins round 2. That is 1-1.
Yeah, okay.
Round 3, you need to go from standing to sitting and be able to touch your toes with your legs straight.
Okay.
Then back to
Okay.
standing
I'm gonna-
again.
We can't do that without a cup on our
I can't
head.
we can't touch our toes
Okay.
regardless.
As far as you can with your legs still being straight. So if you touch your shins or your ankles, that's fine. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, he started.
Yeah, false start. Sorry, Miguel.
No, it's not. Done.
I actually touched my toes. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Round 3 went to Miguel. Round 4 is you need to go from standing to lying down with the back of your head touching the ground and then back to standing
No,
again.
no, I'm gonna be real. I don't think that's
that's
possible.
not possible.
No.
No, you come and show
No.
us how to do it.
Oh no, I got it.
You can't touch the cup with your hands, Miguel.
See?
Not yet, but go.
You can't hold it in your mouth.
You
It has to be
joking?
on top of your head. It has to be on top of your head.
That's not possible then.
That's what I said. No, like, come and show us how to do it. Here. Oh, the abs.
Oh no, I did abs yesterday.
I don't have abs to begin with. Oh.
Didn't do it.
close.
So he didn't do it. Okay.
So if we can't do it, then whatever.
Try this at home, children.
3, 2, wait for the go, Miguel.
I'm waiting.
3, 2, 1, go.
Done.
Oh, Miguel just got his legs straight first. That is
Bring it to
three
chaos.
3 rounds to Miguel, so therefore he wins by default. You
Let's go! Skills based, I'm here! I'm here! Hey, if you guys think you can do any of these challenges, try it in your classrooms, try it at home, in your church, wherever. I'm not gonna lie, that last one was hard.
That was hard. But I feel like I did it pretty smoothly.
You did alright. You
I did okay.
Not enough to win, but you did alright. You did alright.
Anyway, while we continue to argue this out, how about you go check out the animated Bible story?
While Jesus was here on earth, he would travel from place to place teaching people about how much God loved them and healing their sick. Now, Jesus had some close friends named Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, but Lazarus was very sick. Mary and Martha sent a message to Jesus saying, "Your friend Lazarus is sick. He needs your help." But when Jesus received the message, he said, "This sickness will not end in death. This is happening for the glory of God." And so instead of leaving straight away, he waited 2 more days. After those 2 days had passed, Jesus said to his disciples, "Come with me, let's travel to Judea." But his disciples said, "Jesus, that's not a good idea," because the people in Judea had tried to hurt Jesus. But Jesus said, "We're going anyway. Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep." The disciples didn't understand what Jesus was saying, so he said it in plain words. "Lazarus has died, but for your sake, I'm glad I wasn't there. Now you will really believe." By the time Jesus and his disciples arrived at the house of Mary and Martha, they were told that Lazarus had died and had already been in the tomb for 4 days. When Martha heard that Jesus had arrived, she went to him and said, "Lord, if only you'd been here, my brother would still be alive. But even now, I know that God will do anything that you ask." Jesus said, "Your brother will live again." Martha replied, "Yes, I know. He will rise again on the last day with all of us." Jesus said, "I am the one who raises the dead to life. Everyone who has faith in me will live even if they die." Martha went and brought Mary to Jesus. And when Mary saw Jesus, she said, "Teacher, if you had been here, he would not have died." But Jesus replied, "Where have you put his body?" And so they went to Lazarus' tomb. When they arrived, Jesus started crying, and the people could see how much Jesus loved Lazarus. Jesus told the people there, "Roll the stone away from the tomb," and so they did. Jesus prayed to heaven, saying, "Father, I thank you for answering my prayer. I know that you always answer my prayer, but I say this so that people here will believe that you sent me." He then called out, "Lazarus, come out." And Lazarus came to life and walked out of the tomb. The thing in this story that I love is that although everything seems like it's falling apart and Jesus knows that Lazarus is really sick, Jesus knows that it's going to be okay, that God has a plan, because we know that Jesus is God's son. And so Jesus waits a few days, and then by the time he travels back, Lazarus has already passed away. But in that moment, even though Jesus had already said this will not end in death, he knew the end result. He knew the outcome. He knew that Lazarus was going to rise again. The Bible still says that in that moment, Jesus wept. Jesus cried. You see, in this moment, we get this picture of how much Jesus cared. That although he's God, he's the Son of God, that he can do miracles. Even in that moment when his close friend had passed away, Jesus cried. His heart broke. He felt pain for his friend, even though he knew what was coming next. You see, the Bible actually tells us that Jesus wants to be our friend. He's our Savior, he's our God, but he wants to have a friendship with us. And so the Bible actually says in John 15:15, and this is Jesus speaking, he says this, "Servants don't know what their master is doing, and so I am not going to speak to you as my servants. Instead, I am going to speak to you as my friends, because I have told you everything that my Father has told me." You see, Jesus doesn't see us as his servants. He sees us as his friends. He wants to tell us how amazing we are. He wants to show us how much he loves us and cares for us. You see, in this moment, he's saying to his disciples, I want you to come on this journey. I want you to see what it is that we're working on, this amazing thing that other people won't get to see, but because you're my friend, you will get to see. You see, that's the sort of love, the kind of friendship that Jesus demonstrates to us. You see, when the Bible talks about us being people that make mistakes, it actually says that even while we were still making mistakes, while we were still stuck in our sin, Jesus died on the cross and rose again for us. You see, the Bible even says that it was because of the joy that Jesus could see on the other side of the cross, that friendship with us, that we would be with him in heaven for eternity. That's a part of what drew him to give his life and rise again to save us. And so today, even if you're feeling a bit alone, you're feeling a little bit lost, you don't know what your future holds, this is the good news, that Jesus wants to be your friend. He wants to tell you the amazing future he has in store for your life. He has something ready just for you and for who you're going to become. And so no matter how you're feeling, don't forget this, that Jesus wants to be your friend.
That was another win for your boy. Another win for your boy. Come on now. That's 2-1.
Close. I thought
2-1.
I was catching up to you with the standing, but
Yeah, I still want a video referee on that first one. I'm not going to lie. I think I had that.
you and your video referee, just accept it. I'd like to point out the last video referee actually pointed out that I won. So don't
Which one was that?
The banana.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Please. I don't even think. Anyway, that was last year. Last year is last year.
Last year is last year.
Doesn't even matter anymore. This is this year.
The game today, though, I loved how it mirrored Lazarus dying and rising again, and like we were doing, going up and down.
We
and
rose
up and
again.
down. We rose again.
And we rose again. And so did my school.
Yeah.
But hey, that's all we have for you this week. We can't wait to see you again next week. Tune in, remember, thelinkcrew.com. Check out all the videos there. But my name is Miguel.
I'm Cece.
And we'll see you next time on
The Link Show. Bye.
Bye.